Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
I say top of the top to everybody that's in the building. I say top of the top to everybody that's in the building. Top of the top to everybody that's going to be coming in the building. Y'all can do me one favor before we get into this great work. Do me a favor, somebody, anybody except a dead body, you dig? Hit me with some dice cubes to let me know that y'all hear me crystal clear. Y'all see I got the avatar. I got my beard shitting on him. You dig what I'm saying? I got the beard, the bald head, and I'm in the bathroom, and I'm shitting on him when it comes to this content. Make content great again. You dig what I'm saying? Get content great again. Shout out to 050 China Brim. Let's get this content back again. James, I see you. I appreciate you, man. Let's go through the roll call right quick, man. Let me see who we got in here. We got my man, Chief Red Brown Eyes. Chief Redhead Brown Eyes. He said Elizabeth, New Jersey is in the building. Salute. We got the brother from another mother, FTC Vice up in the building. We got Miss Mimi in the building. That's the way, If y'all notice, I said, hey, Mimi, GTSY. Shout out to my man Paul and them over there. I didn't understand what GTSY stood for. So I asked somebody in the chat, and that shit said, that's an acronym for glad to see you. I said, oh, shit, I got to use that shit. We got Tribe up in the building. I see you. We got the brother Dog Soldier up in the building. He started the Continental. Very, 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 very prestigious characteristics of that. He said nobody will hold any business in the Continental or they will be handled in the Continental. We got Big Clarice Bradley in the building. The sis is here. Brooklyn is here. She said, I am Brooklyn, Dice. I am Brooklyn. We got Mount Vernon Raised up in the building. He's here. He's here. We got the Day One, A1. Yo, Big Lee, DCEP for life. I see you in the building. I see you in the building. You heard me? How everybody doing this morning? How everybody doing on this glorious day? If y'all here, it's another day alive. It's another day free. I can't get mad at y'all because y'all might not be looking as sexy as me. Y'all got a good one for y'all, man. Yo, Meek, I see you in the building. I see you in the building, girl. Brooklyn is pulling up. I see you in the building. You see I play them songs? Brooklyn, Brooklyn, Brooklyn. They pop up when you play them type songs. Brooklyn pop up when you play them type songs. They pop up. They pop up when they play them type songs. I'm telling you, that's like a ritual or something, you know. Shout out to my man Chief Redhead, like, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. When you hear them in Brooklyn, that's like we chant, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. That's what people in Brooklyn hear. When you hear Brooklyn, people say, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Tribe is in the building. I see him. I see him. We here. Shout out to my man Paul over there. Proper instructions motivate people. You dig? Unslaved. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to Brian O'Shea and his crazy ass. That's the craziest white boy on YouTube. Shout out to Brian, man. Brian don't give a fuck. Brian the type of nigga we invite to a house party. He be done met one of our cousins and got her pregnant. Everybody be looking for Brian. Yo, where Brian at? He left with Felicia. What you mean he left with Felicia? I just saw the nigga in the kitchen eating fried chicken and potato salad. Brian been left, Dice. He with Felicia. About 4 or 5 months later, you see Brian come to church. You know what I'm saying? In a Feli sweatsuit and some shit like that with some Timbs on. Or some Feli sneakers. Said, what up, y'all? What's poppin', homies? You're like, Brian, what the fuck is you doing up in here? He said, Dice, I don't care what none of y'all say. I'm in the family now. That's how Brian be talking. God damn it, I don't care if you get mad at me or nothing like that. I'm in the family now, and Your cousin, me and her been fucking for a couple of months. She's kind of hot. Yo, shout out to Brian O'Shea, son. Shout out to Brian and them, man. Shout out to everybody from over there. Word up to held me down and gave me that warm, receptive opening. Miss Mimi is in here. Shout out to Salty Siren. Shout out to Tribe up in here. Shout out to my man. We call him Got Your Guitar Broke. He say Paul broke my guitar, but I switched his name up over here. We call him You Got Your Guitar Broke. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to Get Your Guitar Broke. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Get Your Guitar Broke. All the new people that's coming in showing me love. Mount Vernon Love, he been pulling up. We had to get him in here like swimwear. You know, we had to sneak him in the club. We had to sneak y'all in the club. You know, sometimes when you come to the club, people don't, you got to say, yo, you with Big Dice. Shit, I might be with y'all someday. I might have to say, yo, I'm with Mimi. They be like, who you is? I came with Mimi. All right, you cool. Tribe told me to come meet y'all over here. Oh, all right, cool. Okay, cool. And my man Brian told me I could come, man. Oh, all right, just long. But you ain't just going to be walking up in the atmosphere unless you say, who recommended you? Who recommended you? You dig what I'm saying? Each one teach one. Sometimes I got to lead. Sometimes you got to direct. It's the same thing. Leading, direction, same thing. Same thing. Because if you did it before me and you know where you're going, super, I see you in the building. That mean you leading me. That mean you leading me. That means you leading me. If y'all was with me yesterday, I'm going to start it off like this. If y'all was with me yesterday, I did a great show that they told me they loving it. It was called Apples Don't Fall Too Far from the Tree. And it was about this power couple right here, Puffy Combs, Miss Kim Porter, may she rest in peace, and their son that they created named Christian Combs, a.k.a. King Combs, a.k.a. he's been arrested now, y'all. They done put the cuffs on him. Uh-oh. Now it's about to get strategic for Puff. They done put the cuffs on his motherfucking blood. But the show I did from the Apples Not Falling Too Far from the Tree is because what they exposed him to, I'm not going to say they. Kim is not here, but what she actually went through, God bless that child. They say what Puff put her through and what he showed to his children, now his son, the one that they know is his, they after. Everybody know the oldest is Albie Short's son. Everybody know the second oldest, the other one, is Wolf's son, God bless the dead. The apples don't fall too far from the tree because of what his father showed him, the lifestyle of what his father showed him. He felt as though he was untouchable. Then we got to come over to this couple right here. The pervert of the century that started all this bullshit. Yeah, he got arrested today. He got arrested yesterday, Meek. I don't know if he's still in jail or made bail, but they arrested him yesterday. They put them cuffs on him and walked him in there, man. You see what Clarice said? She said, that's sad they locked him up and not Diddy. Diddy got them tapes, Clarice. Diddy got them tapes. He got the, number one, he got the royal family up in there. They got King Charles' son in them videos. And I said, if I was Puff, I'm going to keep it funky with you. I tell them niggas straight up and down. Something happened to me, everybody. Like I said, I'd have your son eating a goddamn cow's ass on the big screen right there in the middle of Broadway and 8th Avenue. I'd have it anywhere over the world where they got them big mega screens where they're promoting stuff and TVs and movies and 3D billboards and all that shit like they got across the world. I will have your goddamn son up there fucking that llama that we paid $30,000 to have shipped to that party. I'm going to have it all up there. You dig what I'm saying? That's a fact. This nigga Russ is a clown. He's a clown, baby. That's on Utica Avenue, Lee. That nigga's a clown. He's a fucking clown. And what he did, what he spawned off, is this beautiful child right here, Aoki. She looking like she's 755,000 years old. Aoki Simmons. Now pay attention to this weirdo right here. When he first, quote unquote, met this woman, he was 33 years old and she was 16 years old. 16 years old, y'all. 16 years old. Now if they didn't went on Muslim law, by the Quran and Elijah Muhammad, they said the way that a man breeds with a woman is half his age plus 7. Half his age plus 7. So if he was 33 at the time, right? The woman that he was supposed to get with was supposed to be between 23 24. That's supposed to be in his age Islamically as far as breeding. Yo, you see that Super? Now, this is a woman right here. You see that Super? Because Super talking that bullshit about she don't look that old. You see this? I said yesterday she looked 527,000. You look what Meek said. She went higher. She said this woman looks 750,000 years old. And she's only 21 years old, Meek. Meek, that's why I love you, because you from Brooklyn. Because Super, I don't know if he's from, I don't know where he from. When I said that woman right there looked old, this nigga threw a shot at me. He damn near tried to kill me. He tried to kill me, Meek. Time that nigga out for 10 seconds for that shit. You dig what I'm saying? I told everybody in here she looked like my grandmother's best friend. She like my grandmother's best friend. Yes, she do. She looked like Morgan Freeman in this picture. Tell him, Meek. You see what Meek said? She looks like she is 750,000 years old. That's a fact. See, Super said that. Now, that's a fact. The Super is righteous. I just be fucking with him. That's a bro from another mother. In Islam, for you to deal with a woman, she's supposed to be half your age plus 7. So if he was 33 years old, she had to be between 23, 24 years old, depending on the month. This is Islamic law. This is Islamic law. Shout out to Super for that. He ain't get, matter of fact, the first time out, I'm not going to give Super a timeout for that one. He got a timeout in the past, so when in the stash. So when I'm supposed to hit him for 10 seconds, I'm going to go, yo, Super, you want to use that right now or you want to hold it? Because he did that. I got the hat on, too. And I got the bucket on. I'm starting with the bucket because I knew Super was going to pop up. Super always come over here fucking with me, y'all. That's why I fuck with him. But that woman right there does look 750,000 years old. That shit is fucked up, y'all. That's a hell of a lot of motherfucking cocaine, y'all. I'm telling you, that's a hell of a lot of motherfucking cocaine. Her nose right here, her nose, she high right now. She high right now. She high right now. There ain't no marijuana. She high right now. This damn weirdo. All these niggas is preying on these girls, just like this weirdo ass nigga. I told y'all I'm on his ass today. Look at this weirdo. Look at this weirdo. He loves playing on young women. He loves manipulating them. Facts. He got a timeout on layaway, Meek. He got a timeout on layaway. Word up. My man said he just saw that Botox. This motherfucker looked like Lennox from Belly. Fuck the Botox. She looked like Lennox from Belly. Ooh, wait a minute. Don't come in my house talking a scared business. Me the roughest, toughest, you know what I mean? Me kill people for fun. And the nigga said, you know, this nigga got on. He was the real rude boys. He was down in Jamaica in the 70s. And they was killing people. Yeah, if anybody can get that, I know he can get it. Rest in peace to DMX. Word up. Now, I ain't gonna front. Super, I ain't gonna front. This motherfucker here look like she been working since she was about, like she had a job since she was 2 months old. For real. But on a serious note, this is happened and created by her. Him and her. Are we supposed to get mad at her? Are we supposed to get mad at her because she was infatuated with his fame, with his wealth? With the things that I know he promised her? You know she got bad fat farm. She got Hello Kitty. Ain't that hers too, if I'm not mistaken? No, baby fat, excuse me, baby fat. He had fat for him. She had baby fat for the women, excuse me. But if you notice, the apple don't fall too far from the tree in that word karma. Now, this 21-year-old girl is dating this 65-year-old man. DMW Shots, I see you in the building. Salute, beloved. She look older than him in this video, in this picture right here, y'all. Now this is fucked up when you got the young one looking old and the old one looking young. He seemed like he got more life to him. But I want to go into something right quick. Because when I told people about this months ago, they looked at me like I was crazy. First of all, before all this started, this creepy ass nigga Russell Simmons, before all this shit started, this creepy ass nigga Russell Simmons, he followed the footprints of Tom Cruise. Tom Hanks, excuse me. That's a fact. Kimora is guilty too. But what is she guilty of, Miss Mimi? Was she guilty of being promiscuous? Was she guilty of not being a parent? Was she guilty of being like they do on YouTube? Was she guilty of being what we used to say, a gold digger? Was she guilty of just being a gold digger? Because the lady we gonna talk about today, may she rest in peace, Ms Cathy White, this woman right here, she said if you don't have at least $50 million, listen to what I'm saying, y'all. She said if you don't got at least $50 million, you can't even have a conversation with her. It's no such thing as a date. It's no such thing. Rest in peace to the Louis Rankin them. Rest in peace to Louis. He used to be on Schenectady and Sterling. Bodman Dot. Anybody don't know his real name? It was Lennox and Belly, but his real name, Jamaican artist Louis Bloodclad Rankin. Bodman Dot. You see this right here? That's a fact. You see this woman right here? May she rest in peace. This is Ms Cathy White. You notice she's in this picture right here because she was along with the mistresses of Mr. Jay Z. Jay Z just admitted that he was interested in Beyoncé since she was her 16th birthday. He waited till she was 18. These is his words. Beyoncé, when she was 16, he waited till she was 18 to start dating her. When it came to Rihanna, this is why Beyoncé and Rihanna was having so many problems, because he was sleeping with her allegedly since she was 15. Remember, Jay Z brought Rihanna to the game. Then if you look over here, that's Miss Cathy White, who was arguing with Miss Beyoncé because she was pregnant, allegedly, by Jay Z. Then Miss Beyoncé, she went to the world to say, quote unquote, that she was pregnant with Mr. Sean Carter's, oh, no hair on his face. She went to the world to say that she was pregnant for Mr. Sean Carter's first child. But if Mr. Sean Carter, if that was his first child, why did he just pay that young lady that undisclosed amount? From Baltimore, Maryland, Miss Beyoncé. If that was the first child that you bore of his, why did he just disclose an undisclosed amount? And why is he in court now with another young man that is saying that he's his father? But like I said, let's get back to Aoki and her 65-year-old man. And she got that from watching her pervert father and hearing about her pervert father coaxing this woman to be in his life. But see, a lot of people, when I first told y'all this back in the days, I was like, yo, the nigga's a weirdo. Number one, he's living on an island with Tom Hanks, and the island that they're on does not have extradition laws. If you're thinking I'm joking right now, Tom Hanks and Russell Simmons, with a group of a bunch of other perverts, they are fighting right now. They're in legislation in court to try to pass a law to make pedophilia legal. To make it legal. They're trying to make an actual law and a term for older men sleeping with younger boys. These is facts. You can Google this shit. Everybody got a phone. But I want to go into an old video when they made him leave the United States. They forced him to sell Def Jam. They forced him to sell all his assets. If you see yesterday in the show when he was telling his daughter he wants to save some of his money, he's living in a town with a village and all that nonsense. Check out this check this out back in the days when they first asked him the questions about the allegations. Pay attention. Let me see what y'all think about it. Let's go.
Russell Simmons stepping away from his businesses.
Russell Simmons, now the latest big name, left to defend himself.
9 women accused Simmons of a wide range of misconduct, from vulgar language to assault to 4 instances of rape.
Pay attention. 4 counts of rape, vulgar language. Who the fuck is gonna leave a $1 billion company? Think about it. Who's gonna just give away a $1 billion company? That's why he can't take care of his daughter the way he used to take care of his daughter when him and Kimora was together. Because that money, he paying taxes to be free. Russell Simmons is paying taxes. He's paying the government to stay out there. Because if you go over there and try to get him, he's paying for that army over there that's protecting him. Like he said, 5 cents can take care of 69 people in the village. He said he's out there taking care of villages because they forced him to sell everything, liquidate everything into one sum. And they said, whatever you make after we take our money for not taking you to jail instantly, for being a pervert, you get to take with you to that other country. And the only way him and Tom Hanks get to travel back and forth to the United States is through what? Diplomatic immunity. Diplomatic immunity, meaning they have to pay a certain amount of money. It has to be scheduled, and then he can come over here for a certain amount of time, and he has to be in and out. It's just like a furlough. It's just like a furlough on a weekend. You dig what I'm saying? But pay attention to how he responded when they first hit him with these allegations. Let's get into this work.
What did he do?
He raped me right up against the wall. Excuse my language. But that's what he did. I had to keep this secret.
He showed up naked wearing a condom and tackled me to his bed while I screamed and fought and said no and cried. That's rape.
If the allegations are not true, why would all these women accuse you?
I heard someone else say this, that I was quite frivolous. Look, there's a song by Houdini, I'm a hoe, I'm a hoe. 3 different girls after every show. Culturally, we thought that was the right way. And a number of sexual partners and compromising positions I put myself in is beyond anybody's imagination.
You said you had more foursomes than most men have partners. Yeah, and that wasn't really, I think it was cultural and.
Right here, Russell telling you the nigga's a fool. Right here, he's telling you he's mentally fucked up and he's a sadistic freak. He's telling you he's mentally fucked up. He said he had more foursomes than men. Foursomes. He had more foursomes than men had single heterosexual relationships. But pay attention, foursomes? Who was in them foursomes? Boys, girls, catfish, goldfish, raccoons, pit bulls, chihuahuas? Foursomes? Fuck you need a foursome for? I was offered 2 threesomes in my life, turned them both down. My mans be like, yo, you crazy, son. I'd have did that shit. You would have did that shit. Ain't nobody running no goddamn train on me. I don't give a fuck. If I got 2 beautiful women in the bed with me and I'm having sex with them and they having sex with me and it's 2 of them and it's 1 of me, I'm feeling like they running the train on me. And when I leave, they going to be sitting up there talking, bitch, you see what you did to him? Goddamn, I was riding his face and you was fucking him. I was slapping him. Goddamn, he was biting. Nah, that shit don't sound normal to me, y'all. I'm going to keep it funky. That's just me. I got offered 2 in my lifetime. That's a fact. Once in Harlem and once in Virginia. Both times I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. What's wrong with you, Dice? Oh, he must be gay. No, I'm not gay. I got self-respect. Even when I was out there playing, you know what I'm saying? 1 or 2 or 3 women or whatever like that at one time. They wasn't at the same time. They might have been dating them at the same time, but they wasn't in the same room at the same time. To me, that shit is disgusting. I ain't letting nobody run no goddamn train on me. When I was a young boy, forgive me for my sins, me and my friends have had a couple of train sessions. And no, it wasn't no nigga. First of all, if you're in a goddamn room with a nigga and he naked, you niggas is gay. What I mean by trains is she in the room, everybody coming in, quote unquote, after each other, getting their turn. And if you last, that means you was a goddamn clown. I usually was first or second. I ain't gonna front. I was usually first or second. God forgive me when we was young. Forgive me for the things we was doing. I started a little younger than some people. Some people waited to their 20s and 30s. I lost my virginity at 13 years old. That shit is fucked up. Now that I sit back and think about that shit, I lost my virginity at 13 years old. That shit don't even make no sense. That shit, I've been outside since I was 10 years old, though. That shit don't make no sense. I lost my virginity at 13 years old. My man Mount Vernon said 14. At 13 years. And then the girl that I lost my virginity with, she was only 15, and she been fucking since she was about 3 months old. She lost her virginity about 3 months. I'm just making a joke. I'm not saying it like she would know. But what I'm saying is, she started so damn young. This was something that she was accustomed to. This wasn't like nobody just said, yo, we're going to go to a house and we're going to tell her that she's going to sleep with one person and a bunch of people. No. She was like this, what y'all doing? I never forget it. She was like, what you doing? Her name was Paula. She said, what y'all doing? I said, we getting ready to go to Stan in them crib house. You know what I'm saying, to play hooky. She said, I want to go. She said, y'all going to have some beer, right? Y'all going to have some weed and stuff like that. She said, you know, that beer and stuff get me a little frisky. I said, you know, it's about 6 or 7 of them. She was like, I don't care. Y'all niggas can't do nothing with this. This is how they was talking back in the days, y'all. This is the turmoil and the trauma that we were going through in Brooklyn. Tsunami 6, I see you in the building. The gangster said he lost his virginity at 8. I see you, beloved. Fort Greene, Brooklyn is here. This is crazy. He said 8 years old. We were kids. We was kids. Mimi said his face says it all. He gets up there and says his sexual pleasures and all that bullshit. No, you's a fucking weirdo, bruh. And you done manipulated a lot of people because of your money. It's not like you attractive, nigga. You look like Jiminy Cricket in the face, man. It ain't like you attractive. This nigga look like Jiminy Cricket in the face. This nigga hat don't even fix him right. And I don't trust niggas with out hair on their face. I don't trust it, man. This nigga right here looking like he looking for a child right now. She looking like something from Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. Because when he met her, she was slim. Now look at her. She damn near big as me. That's the original Medea right there. Let's get back into this clown right here, into this bullshit he was talking about, y'all. Let's get into this bullshit he was talking about. Smash that like button on the way in. Let's get right.
Silly and egotistic and sad and from an insecurity that feeds it, and a lot of reasons why we were that way. If you slept with as many people as I slept with, thousands, and we're talking about 6 people.
There were like.
And pay attention to something he's telling you right there. This is just my opinion. Educational purposes only. He's telling you right now he's a homosexual. He's bisexual. He didn't say something just now. Did y'all pay attention to what he just said? Did y'all pay attention to what he said? Wilt Chamberlain, he talked about sleeping with over 100,000 women. He specifically said that. Wilt Chamberlain said, man, I done slept with over 100,000 women. You heard what Russell Simmons just said? He said, I slept with so many people. Did y'all hear that? Wilt Chamberlain said he slept with 100,000 women. He slept with 100,000 women. He said that adamantly. Women. Check what my man Russell says. He ain't say nothing about no women. Check what he said.
We were that way. If you slept with as many people as I slept
Wax
with.
AP, what up, country nigga?
Thousands. And we're talking about 6 people.
There were like 20, right? I mean,
I spoke
assault
to you mean
rape
to, that's not, no. Yeah. I spoke.
Remember space and legroom?
Poorly to 15 of them. I mean, 12 of them. I spoke poorly all the time. I'm a Def Comedy Jam guy.
Bracken, I see you in the building. Salute, beloved.
So how many compromising situations was I in? And if you call that person and say, can you help me help these other women, then you can get them to tell a story and reimagine a story. And I'm not here to say what they were thinking, but I can simply tell you that I was in so many compromising situations that people can have a recollection from 30 or 40 years ago. And it can be different from my recollection. And it could be one where there was perhaps collaboration.
Pay attention to what he said. He said he done been with so many women, y'all. Check it out. Check this dude. He sound like Mayor Adams. Wax, we see you. This nigga just said, quote unquote, he done slept with so many women, he can't even recall. He doesn't even have the recollection. Like, he done been with so many, he can't even say yes, no, yes. He like, yo, let me see a picture. Maybe that should have jarred my memory. He said, this times I done fucked with 6 people at a time. He didn't say 6 women at a time. When they was talking to me, he said, it's times when I was having sex with 6 people. Why you keep saying people, Russell, and you don't say women? SMM Jeezy, we see you in the building. Imani L, I see you in the building. Salute, beloved. Don't make it y'all last time. This is the place where grown folks come and hang out. This is the intellectual side. Intelligence over ignorance. But don't get it twisted. I will grab somebody and bite them in the face. If have to, don't want to. But pay attention to this dude, man. Yo, Wax, back in the days, Will Chamberlain said he slept with over 100,000 women, Wax. This nigga said he slept with over 100,000 people. He ain't saying women. Smash that like button. Remember where y'all got this work at. Let's go. And Jay Z, this is just the beginning of the show, y'all. This is the continuation off the show I did yesterday. For the people that wasn't here yesterday, because we're going into the fact that Sean and Kim, rest in peace, apples don't fall too far from the tree. They made this dude King Combs, and now he's in cuffs. See if he got bailed out already. Then we're talking about Kimora and Russell Simmons, who was 16 years old. She was 16 years old, and he was 33. Then they made Aoki. I did the video yesterday when Aoki told her father, Russell Simmons, at 16 years old, that she was going to get a sugar daddy and started laughing. He responded to her. Check this out. Look what he said to her. He said, you don't even have the capability of being a sugar daddy. Guess what? She proved his ass wrong. I don't give a fuck what Russell was talking about. I don't give a fuck what Russ was talking about. She told him, I'm about to go get me one because you're not helping me with my bills, daddy. He laughed it off. He like, you supposed to be a virgin. She was like, a virgin? You needed a slap. She tried to tell him she's a virgin with an A-right gap. He said, hey, it don't matter, yeah, because I'm Ricky. Let me break my name down for you. It's Ricky. R for ravishing, I impress. C, courageous or careless. K for the Kango that I got. And the Y, why not? Let's get into this work, y'all.
We had more foursomes than most guys had once. Could someone leave and feel hurt? Could someone leave and feel they wish they hadn't? Could someone reimagine a story?
That's a fact, Brad.
Thousands of people? Could someone?
That's a cold-blooded fact. His addiction is sex.
Notoriety in a market where people thirst for fame, even infamous. Could someone who just came out of jail and want to sue you because they had an experience and they can reimagine it just a little bit different? And could you be vulnerable enough to accept it? I took 9 lie detector tests. People don't know that. 9 separate. 7 from the chairman of the Polygraph Association. 1 for each of the serious accusations. 1 for when someone said, for instance, I was violent. One person said that. I've never been violent. Took that. And 1 for I apologized. I never apologized about assaulting anyone. But if 2 people say it, because one said it and me too, and the second person said it, then I took a test for it. 3 hours per test by 2 polygraph examiners. 1 that I've never done this to anyone and 1 I've never done to each individual. Some people say that they're not accurate, but if they're 94% accurate, I did 9 of them. It's pretty clear that I don't believe it. I even asked well, what if I believe it, but it's not true? He said, your subconscious will get you. I don't know how true that is, but that's what was told to me by the chief.
I told y'all, the minute my daughter, quote unquote, if I had one, said some foolishness about she was about to have a sugar daddy, I told y'all I'd have went and got him and I'd have sent her to a private school where when she'd have been in school, she'd have been scratching at her face. It'd have been flies out there the size of cockroaches. I'd have had her so away from that bullshit. If you pay attention to the background, he couldn't even do this interview in the United States of America because this is after the allegations of him sexually assaulting women, children, and being part of a big cult. after they made him sell all his assets, Def Jam, everything he was connected with, all that shit is gone. But if you pay attention, if you listen, that nigga's so far out the country. Do you hear the bugs in the background? It's a bug and it's a cricket. We got crickets down here in the South that'll keep you up. But if you pay attention, it's a cricket in the background that's probably as big as me, y'all. It's a cricket in the background. That nigga so loud, he probably as big as me. Let's go.
Chairman of the Polygraph Association. He was filmed, by the way.
Y'all hear that? Ying, 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 ying. Y'all hear that shit in the background going? Ying, ying. That's a goddamn cricket. He's somewhere in Saudi Arabia. He probably in Cambodia. He probably in Vietnam.
You know, talking about this, so there's footage available. No one in the mainstream would cover that.
Why do you think that is?
There's a narrative.
Which is what?
That we don't want to go backwards. We want to believe women. But women and celebrities may be in some cases a little different. But we don't want to not believe women. We have to believe women. We have to give them the benefit of the doubt, but we can't demonize.
That's a fact. He probably in Malaysia, Imani.
Twitter cannot make a decision. I've never spoken to a policeman. I've never spoken to a judge about anything. So who's the judge and the jury here? Maybe you haven't lived in the real world. It's gray. You know, no one's intentionally hurt anybody. It's a big difference. No one pushed anybody in.
You see what he said? Nobody intentionally hurt anybody, meaning he didn't intend to hurt nobody, but you did hurt somebody. If they didn't want you to fuck them, or if they thought they was just coming to give you some sex and then you pop out with a bunch of other niggas, yeah, you didn't intend to hurt them because you assumed that, quote unquote, because you was Russell Simmons, anything that you brought to the table for them to do, when you gave them the cocaine to sniff, oh, I'll try it, I'm with Russell. When you told them to drink, I'll try it, I'm with Russell. When you give them the E-pills, oh, I'll try it when I'm Russell. But ain't nobody said nothing about trying a bunch of dicks. That's when she, ho, Russ, what you doing? I thought me and you was just supposed to be having a night out on the town. You got 13 niggas in the room waiting for me. Oh, shut up, bitch. You want this job, don't you? He's a weirdo. It's all in his eyes, y'all. This nigga's a fucking weirdo. Fuck him.
Being pushy is different from pushing someone. Very gray.
Rape is a strong allegation. And some of these stories were that you pinned women down. I mean, like, bad stuff, you know, either happened or it didn't, right?
Yeah, well, you know, it's a serious word, but I think they've changed the meaning.
How so?
Because I've never been violent to anybody. The rape is a violent crime. So it is a very serious. Somebody jumps out of bush and rapes somebody, it's different, I think. So it's a different kind of recollection. I mean, so I don't think anybody's saying I'm violent. Of course, I've been insensitive, but I certainly I've never been forceful in any of my relationships. All of what I've had has been consensual.
What errors in judgment do you think you made, looking back?
Wells Fargo has provided $5.6 million.
My goodness. You know, we all need to learn to be better listeners, all of us. I think that the culture and the climate was different, and the way people interacted was different. And I think to judge...
He's trying to make excuses for rape. What he's trying to say is, back in the days, y'all, before all of this internet, before people understood what they actually could do, before they actually knew their rights, he said, yo, this is what he's saying. A lot of chicks was getting raped. A lot of chicks was getting fucked. A lot of boys was getting raped. So what? We paid them off. We gave them some money, and they shut the fuck up. They never took it this far. This is worryation in his face. This is not confidence. This is worryation, y'all. Let's go. And I ain't even get to the good part yet. Jay Z, I'm on your ass. Pause.
40 years ago, as if it was today.
Oh, we got him next. He in this right here too, Imani. You came to the right show, beloved.
Be somewhere else in the future if we don't like where we were. And I think that we're doing that now. And I think that's the good that comes from me too.
He's telling you right now, the things that we used to do back in the days, we didn't appreciate it. He said, but he's trying to use eloquent words like, we didn't like the space that we were in. We didn't like the place that we were. He said, but now that we're older and we're mature, you dig what I'm saying? He said the things that we're doing now should just erase it because we're giving away the contributions. You know what I'm saying? We're giving back the money. We're contributing to all these societies. We're writing these checks to these companies and these corporations. That should make us better in the eyes of God. No, that don't. That make you worse. You can't buy God.
And, you know, I think this next generation should be more sensitive, and we should have a new way forward. And this is helping us to form a new...
He's saying the people today shouldn't be raping people. They shouldn't be using the power status that they have. They shouldn't be date raping people. Everything he's saying, he's telling you what he did already because he's telling you what shouldn't be done. How he don't know, how he didn't do something if he's telling you now what shouldn't be done? How, if he wasn't a part of something, he could even say these things? Russell Simmons, shame on you. But you looking like a pile of doo-doo.
The way forward. It's a great movement. It's done a lot of great work for women. It's sensitized men in ways they were not sensitized. And for that, I'm grateful.
If you had a do-over with that period, what do you think you would do differently?
A lot, but I don't have a do-over. This is the thing about practicing, being here now.
Listen to what he's saying.
Accepting what you learned and move forward.
That's so fucked up. He's so fucking evil and wicked. They asked him, if you had a chance to do some things over, what would you do? He said a lot of them. He said, but he can't. So what he telling him is, let's stop talking about what I can't change and let's move forward from now. This nigga's a pervert, y'all.
We can't do over. I haven't spoken to anybody for 5 years. It's ruined my life. It's ruined my relationship with a lot of everything. All my 5 charities have gone down. I had a lot of...
Heard that? He hasn't spoke to people in 5 years since he's been out of town, across seas. He said all his charities have gone down. You know what it is? Because them charities not accepting no money from you because you've been proven and the people know that you're a pedophile, boy. It's just like Puff. When Ciroc and them said, nah, we can't fuck with you no more. When Revolt told Puff, oh, you trying to motherfucking sex trap? Nah, we can't fuck with you no more. Puff had a Christian's Academy school that was backing him, and he was paying damn near they whole bills for everything. And they told him niggas, keep your money, nigga.
Work. I had a lot of people I was trying to help. I had a lot of things I was doing, and I've been locked out of it. I don't want this to be the trigger to turn everything around again.
At some point, somebody's going to ask you about this, so why not do it in a controlled environment where
Is it control? You got a Graham?
No.
All right, well, let's go.
Explain why November 23 is an important month for you.
Oh, well, you know, they've had a year, the accusers, to sue me, and I haven't been sued. But I kind of believe that a lot of stuff's been the media. First of all, 40-year-old stories are quite, you know, quite hard to prove, I guess, but in civil suits.
And what he said is, they told him, the lawyers told him, nigga, you still not off the hook. The judges told him you're not off the hook. Something about these situations is actually credible and they believe. But what they told the victims was, y'all got a year to sue him. Y'all got a year to put it in motion. That new victims claim laws, let's go.
Maybe not. But they're 40-year-old stories, but they've been covered by the media. But I can't speculate as to why I haven't been sued, but you know, we're talking about 6 serious accusations.
What did you think of the doc?
I didn't watch it.
Why not?
Because it's not true. And I think that Oprah said the stories don't add up.
Oprah also came out and said she believed the women.
I stand in support of these women. I believe them. It was a hard decision because I knew that Russell Simmons had started publicly pressuring me, and that me pulling out of the documentary was going to look like I was being pressured.
Now you see what she just said? Fuck Oprah Winfrey too, that stinking bitch. I don't trust her. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse my language. Look what she just did to them people in Hawaii. She bought up all that motherfucking damaged land and told them, I'm going to give y'all $700 a piece to leave, but I need y'all off my property. She bought, what, 700 acres of land? They gave it to her dirt cheap after allegedly the whole shit just burned down. And then all the people of Hawaii, Maui over there, they told them, you got to leave. She's a fraud, too. She just swore, she just let everybody know that her allegiance is to the highest up. She said, first of all, he's been pressuring me. First, she said she stands by and she believes everything that the women that are accusing him says. Check this out. But when she on the phone with him, because she talking about he pressuring her, he wasn't pressuring her. He on the phone going, yo, Oprah, what the fuck is you doing, yo? How you putting this shit out, yo? Oprah on the phone going, Russell, you know I fuck with you, nigga. She said, it's just for motherfucking clicks and views. This is just for my label. This is just for Oprah. This is just for TV. Just like clicks and views on YouTube. Like, see, Oprah lying to him in the background. When they talking, just like YouTube, motherfuckers lying to each other in the background about the allegiance and how niggas is cool to each other. But then, quote unquote, that nigga Russell said, yo, you just told me 2 months ago. This is what she mean by pressuring, because now he's calling her. She probably done switched up her number. But Russell got that connection. Yo, get me Oprah number. She changed it. Oh, take this, Russell. Yo, what's up? Why you changed your number, beloved? Yo, why they telling me next week on Lifetime you got a motherfucking documentary about me and these so-called victims? Oprah like this, no, they told me that I would have been sued and they caught me in the background and they said, are you in cahoots with Russell? Why aren't you so? That bitch is lying, y'all. Anything for $1. Holla!
How do you square the two?
Well, her saying, she said she believed women, but if you want to call Oprah, I can give you her number. She made a movie.
That nigga said, I got her direct number. You want to call her? Now you see he's somewhere else. You see where he at. He's somewhere different. He look like he got on a lingerie shirt right now. They look like they in love with each other. They look like they're at a dinner date courting each other. Sexual chocolate and vanilla. Let's go.
About some women, and then made it very public that she was making the movie and that she made the movie, and then she walked away. She has not come back in support. Isn't she a supporter of black women or not? You should call her. She will not defend those women. Those black women that she said she supported, she will not defend them. She cried on the phone to multiple witnesses that she didn't even know, because she learned that hurt people, and that her stories, as an investigative journalist herself, she knows those stories should never have been printed, much less made a movie about.
What conversations did you and Oprah have during that process?
Well, the first thing I called her and I said, I'm glad it's you making the movie, because people rush to judgment, and you're a reporter. I said, well, have you spoken to anybody who was there at the time, around that time? And then she called them.
Keep It Quilted means you keep it the best. 3 layers of plush.
She read their books. And then that's caused her to walk away from the movie.
What she had said, just to be clear, on like CBS this morning was that she felt more time was needed, and
to make a whole documentary, not about me. She said to change it. She said to change the whole thing. Is what she told me. She told him she wanted to change the entire thing to a documentary about men in general, about the whole music industry, and that I couldn't be a subject anymore because she had found too much contradictory evidence about the stories about me. That's what she told them. And that's what you could ask her that. Everybody she interviewed, she taped. She taped about 20 witnesses. Those tapes.
Shout out to my man Bracken for that Cash App. He said, yo, Dice, I wish I can tell you what some of the rich Jewish clients requested from the working things. They got the worst fetish requests. Wow, piss and shit is nothing. Animals, used condoms, used tampons. I told y'all that earlier. You see what Bracken just said? You see what Bracken just said, y'all? I told y'all this earlier. That's why Puff ain't in cuffs yet. That's why Puff is not in cuffs yet, because Puff probably got one of them cyber niggas. He got one of them cyber niggas, y'all. He got one of them niggas. First of all, shout out to Platinum Shine. Shout out to Tube Chronicles. Shout out to anybody that's oracles on these computers. That nigga Puff got a nigga that's connected to the dark web. This is just my opinion. I don't know Puff. You dig what I'm saying? Fuck Puff since Biggie Smalls. I've been saying that. I've been saying fuck Puff since my man Big got killed fucking with that foul ass nigga. But like I said, he got one of them oracles that could jump on them computers with that. You do something to Puff, all them places across the world like Japan, New York City, Los Angeles, Chicago, all the places where they got these monumental jumbo screens, jumbotrons that can produce everything, and the world is gonna see. Puff said, I got that tape of your son fucking that goddamn camel. First of all, Prince Charles, pay attention, he's the king now. King Charles' son. His son is at them parties with Puff, Kanye West, LeBron James, Busta Rhymes. Do you understand the type of district attorneys, lawyers, doctors, scientists, do you know what type of people were at these parties? That nigga Puff got that shit spread all over the, he probably got copies of everything. You hear what he said? You see what my man Bracken said? He said men asked the worst fetishes, trust, on God. That's why Puff ain't get grabbed up yet. That's why he ain't get grabbed up yet. That's why he ain't get grabbed up yet, because that nigga Puff know, quote unquote, what's going on. Puff said, all right, you know what? I already got a lawyer. He said, I got about 40 lawyers. If a hair is touched on the balls of my motherfucking balls, if you touch a hair on my ball, I'm telling. If I die, they tell him. And I've paid them that if I die, they're going to continuously, they're not just going to drop one bomb. This is shit Puff telling them. They're not just going to let it all out at one time. They're going to drop a bombshell in a new person every motherfucking month until everybody's exposed for the shit that they have been doing. That's why niggas is sitting back like this going, damn, Puff been telling them that shit. That's why they raided his crib. You think they just started telling on Puff? They been telling on Puff. But Puff, he done used up all his motherfucking chances. They're tired of him. He's becoming too vocal. He's becoming too much of a problem. It's just like John Gotti with the mob. They told him, they said, yo, what the fuck are you doing modeling for the time? Every time we turn around, you in the news talking about you the Teflon Don. Why are you wearing 6,000 and 7,000 suits, John? You're too flashy. And that's where Puff fucked up. Let's get into this work, y'all. We still got the shit coming up with Jay.
So available. If you're investigating this, maybe you should dig into those tapes. I don't want to go far into this discussion because it is a very sad moment. It was the most traumatizing experience in my entire life. It hurt my children. There are people with 40 accusations you'd be interviewing right now, and this subject wouldn't come up. Well, so yeah, I feel a little bit targeted, but please continue.
And I was going to say, to be clear, this is not an investigation. You have not really talked about this before, and so I was merely trying to get your thoughts on
Well, I don't
this,
want to sound defensive, but yes, I told my children I would not speak about this.
Yoga, GDOS, and Hip Hop 50 are the 3 remaining topics, and I want to get a little bit with you sitting down about yoga and GDOS, since
you can shape my life to be a good life and be a servant to God, or you can me up. It really is that. It really is. It could be that dramatic. You know, and I've been. It's been because I left, and I spent so much time here. People have assumed that I really left and ran, even though I'm back in America all the time. I'm behind the 8 ball. So I don't like.
You see what he said? He said he was kind of hesitant about even doing this interview. He said because this interview could either put 2 things on him, could either give you 1 or 2 descriptions. 1, he's a fucking greaseball that left the motherfucking states because he's fearful about what he's going to be arrested for and he's guilty. Or on the other side of the coin, this interview can turn him out to be one of the most purest people in the world, a saint. That's a soldier of God. And that's crazy because I'm listening to how he words things. Instead of him just scriptedly going into what he did that was wrong, that he wants to repent for, like I do. For the robberies, for the drugs I sold, for the people I hurt, the things I can't talk about. That's what I repent. Because I mean it. I wish I wouldn't have been put in certain circumstances. I wish I ain't had to do certain shit. I wish I ain't see my moms cry. I wish my pops wasn't in jail. Wish my pops didn't start getting high. Wish my uncle didn't start getting high. Because that put the ball in my court. That's what put me in the line of the crossroads. Either I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do because I'm intelligent. I can go to school and I can go to work and I can go to school and I can go to work and I can go to school and I can go to work, or I can get in the motherfucking streets and get this work and get the work. That was the either or choice. That was the either or. Going to play ball, I turned that down at 16 because I wouldn't leave my friend. I had a scholarship offered to me at 16 to go to Nazareth College. Turned that down because my friend couldn't keep up academically and I wasn't going that far. I wasn't going to no motherfucking Idaho. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I could have been out the fucking hood. And it's either going to work, going to college for a degree, going to work, going to college for a degree, going to work, going to college for a degree, living day by day, or going to get that work and getting the work. I chose to go get that work and get the work, allegedly. That's my repentance to God. God know my heart, alhamdulillah. God knows I really wish I ain't had to do that shit. That shit has fucked me up from back then to now. Like I said, 13 years old, losing my virginity. That shit is sick. My nigga Simon Tsunami said 8 years old. People in here said 14, 16. We ain't supposed to be fucking at no 8, 13, and 14. We supposed to be enjoying our lives as children. But because of the neighborhoods we was put in and the circumstances we had to deal with and some of our parents with the addictions that they fell to, we had to step up and be the men. Kids, men and women in the street, portraying adults, but we were children. We got money because we getting bread in the street. How could you tell me something, Pops? You can't tell me what to do if you smoke crack and I'm selling crack. You can't tell me what to do if I'm giving my mom's money and we can't even find you sometimes, nigga, because you out there fucked up off crack. You can't tell me shit, pussy. That was my perspective. That shit had me so fucked up, it made me forget to the fact of who created me, who helped bring me into this world. That's supposed to be the number one loyal and respect that I was given. Honor your mother and father and your days on this earth will be longer. I wasn't even honoring the fact that that was my father because he fell victim to crack cocaine and that was one of my motherfucking superheroes. How the fuck? I ain't never seen Superman smoke crack. When I found out my pops was smoking crack, that's like when I found out Superman was a joke. That was a character that was written up. Let's get into this work.
I'm not expecting you to put yourself, make you look like you're wrong about anything or that you're in favor, but you have the tools. Please don't.
You have the tools to provide context, and context in any story is everything.
Everything.
Yeah. What have the past 5 to 6 years been like for you since 2017?
Well, I've written 4 books. I built a hotel. We have a talent agency that has 300 people working all around the world. And I live in Disneyland, yoga and vegan Disneyland. So God gave me a new lease on life and new things. Also a lot of self-reflection. How can I make that better? How can I be a better person? So I just got to accept that what I've been through is God's way of, refocusing me on being a better servant. These 5 years have been both a gift and a curse.
How's it been a curse?
Well, it's been a curse because I've been demonized in ways that, and I could never defend myself enough. There's no way you can defend yourself. So for me, I have to accept the scar that they've demonized me in ways that I don't see myself and people who know me don't see. And at the same time,
that's how sick he is mentally, y'all. He said they demonized him. They demonized him. So in his mind, he's doing right. And he said he tried to back it up with the people that know him don't see him like that because they demons and they wicked just like you too. They play with kids too, you 40 moron ass nigga. They asked you what you did since you left. because they made him leave 2016, 2017. First thing he said is, I built a hotel. I'm back and forth to New York all the time. No, you're not. You're back and forth to New York on certain passes that you have to pay a bunch of money to get them diplomatic immunities when you get to New York. You have to be in a car with diplomatic plates on it. Diplomatic immunity plates, meaning you cannot be arrested, you cannot be touched. You have to have certain motherfucking credential on you because your ass can go to jail. The feds can't touch you, nigga, with that diplomatic immunity. When that diplomatic immunity shit go down, like the, you know, United Nations, that's some different shit. That United Nations building, you know, when you pass that shit in Manhattan, you know the feds all around it. The United Nations, that's something totally different. He's paying them contributions to the United Nations. I'm about to get off this Russell Simmons after he finished telling y'all, and we about to get to this Jay Z. Let's go.
I accept responsibility for having been insensitive. I've been a lot of things. Never intentionally hurt anyone. I know people are hurt, but I didn't intentionally hurt anyone.
You see how contradictory that was just there? He said he did a lot of things that he took accountability for, and he know people got hurt, but he ain't intentionally hurt nobody. Did you hear how contradictory that shit was? I'm glad this is almost over because he's making me want to throw up.
And I was never told by anyone that such a thing occurred. People will decide whether you are a good or bad person, or bad or innocent or good, by their pain body and their experiences. That's what's going to decide how they feel about you, and you can't change them. And again, I have to live with the scar.
Pay attention, y'all.
Bad or innocent or good, by their pain body and their experiences. That's what's going to decide how they feel about you, and you can't change them. And again, I have to live with the scar.
Oprah Winfrey declined to provide a comment for this episode. Number one, Oprah Winfrey said, I'm not saying shit. But he just said, quote unquote, she would never defend the people. And he just said, quote unquote, that she tried to tell them to make her back out of it. She didn't want to do the documentary. She wanted to have it just based on certain things with sexual malice in the industry pertaining to men, not just signifying Russell Simmons. But she didn't come up for that. Check us out. We reached out to the women who accused Russell Simmons of rape. 4 responded. Andrew Wilson, attorney for Sherry Shear and Sil Lyle Abrams. Both Shishir and Sil Lyle Abrams have consistently and credibly, meaning they believe them, credibly alleged for years that Russell Simmons raped them. Their accounts echo the experiences of many other women. Echoing the experience, meaning their account is what they're claiming that it happened is very similar to the other testimonies that have been written against him. Their accounts echo the experiences of many other women. So all the other women that said Russell was doing these type of things, they wasn't all together being asked these questions. They was asked individually. And what they testified to or what they wrote down in their affidavits is all similarities. 30 people ain't gonna say the same exact things happened that wasn't in the same room, that don't know each other. They said their accounts echo the experience of many other women who have made similar allegations against Simmons. Simmons' denials and failure to confront the brutal legacy of what he beliefully described as his lifestyle and shameful. Yo, Russ, you did bad. You did bad. Russell did bad, y'all. And this goes out to Russell Simmons. You know what you can't do over here, man. Pay attention. Drew Dixon said, I do not wish to revisit this, but I will repeat what I have shared previously. namely in 2007 at the New York Times article and at the 2020 documentary, on the record, long before there was an Adult Survivors Act. That's the thing right now that they're putting into play. When people have a year to take their accused people to court, they have a year. From once you file the complaint, you have a year to get them in court. If it expires, you can't do it. Russell Simmons raped me. He knew that I did not want to have any kind of sexual contact with him whatsoever. So he set a trap as my boss to sexually assault me. I have nothing further to say. So he set a trap as my boss to sexually assault me. I have nothing further else to say. Yo, Russ, I got a word for you, Russ.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds been cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Swiss baby, careful with this. I mean this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told.
They asked me what was I trying to do. I was talking to a couple of people the other day. They said, yo, Dice, what you trying to do with your YouTube career? I said, I'm trying to go to HBO. I'm about to talk that into existence. I'm trying to get a podcast on HBO, Netflix, Hulu or something. Some shit on TV to really hit a broader span with some great people. You dig what I'm saying? I'm going to talk that into existence. My man hit me up. He was like, yo, Dice, the way you break shit down, you got a thing for this shit, man. He said, yo, all that other shit, he said, leave that shit alone. He said, all that beefing. I just thought about that. I don't want to be on no motherfucking TV screaming and hollering. I want to be on TV making people smile if that's what the law has for me. That's a fact, Super. I can see that now. The Big Dice Chronicles on Sirius XM. You did? People going to work, you know, trying to be informative with some of the news. My hood news with my views. Hood news with my views. You did? Imani said Spotify. Miss Mimi said that's fire. All that goofy shit, I ain't got no time for that shit. My mind is deeper than that. That's not who my family raised. I'm really sorry for some of the stupid shit I did. Some is sorry, but let me explain something to you. Everything I've been through, I'd do it again if I have to, if it's gonna make me turn out to be who I am today. That's a fact. I'm from the era we didn't think we was gonna get to 18, 21, or 25. Huh, 6? They said we wasn't gonna make it. They said we wasn't gonna, that boy's gonna get killed. They gonna kill him. He gonna be in jail for the rest of his life. Alhamdulillah. Took me one time to go, I said, this ain't for me. I said, ain't no women in here. I'm starting to notice dudes is looking at men like women. People are forgetting that men ain't women. Oh no, this ain't the place for me. Oh yeah, we got that lined up too, y'all. Me and Dog Soldier got a show coming up, man. The Bald Head and the Dread. We coming soon, y'all. Facts. Facts. Y'all better watch. Y'all better watch out. Grown folks conversation. We not playing. We from a different era, man. And we got Tsunami 6 in the building. I'm about to line up that interview, man. Y'all want to hear some official shit? I'm about to get a... See, I don't even be wanting to show y'all too much. I don't be wanting to tell y'all too much. Because one of y'all niggas get out of line, you might see a nigga that was on my stage in your fucking house. But we don't want to do that. Y'all don't know how many times I got real people that love me watching me, man, on some, yo, guys, just make the call. But see, we making the call for peace now. We trying to wake up people. Yo, my target is really them drill rappers, man, them kids, man. Them kids, man. I'm keeping it funky with you. I hate drill music, y'all. Forgive me, I hate drill music. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Drill music is just music about people killing each other, man. Drill music is just about killings. If people wasn't talking about how they killed somebody or they smoking they op, it would be nothing to talk about. It's like it should be, matter of fact, instead of the dark side, it should be the drill side. Just continuously disrespecting each other and disrespecting each other. I've heard some of the most craziest lives. In these past 2 days, I've heard some of the craziest lives. Shout out to my man Bracken. He was in one of the lives. He was like, yo, it's too early for this bullshit and all these fucking lies. Chill, man. YouTube, let me explain something to you what I'm saying about YouTube. YouTube is funneling out the evil. Yep. 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 God told me to say it. I'm so protected. That's why I'm so respected. YouTube is funneling the evil out. Shout out to Hank McCoy. Shout out to DMW Shot. Shout out to Dog Soldier, man. Shout out to China Brim, the head honcho that started the whole shit on some, yo, let's get the content. Shout out to Hank McCoy with the content sector. Shout out to DMW. That's content. He is showing you how he was setting up his cameras. I keep telling y'all, he in the building. Anybody that's interested, serious inquiries only, that's interested in some photography, get DMW Shots, man. Go see him, man. Go see him. He in the building. And follow him on Instagram and follow him on YouTube. He in here. Make sure, let me show y'all where to go check him out. Let me go see, make sure y'all show him. Let me see something. FTC, somebody put up my man. I'm gonna put everybody's stuff up. And if y'all got them wrenches, y'all know, put y'all stuff up, man. SMM Jeezy is in the building. Yo, matter of fact, y'all, before we get into this new content, y'all, if y'all do me a favor, I'd be honored if y'all listen to something. Shout out to my man SMM Jeezy. He in the building. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to his brother, man. Full clips. Free the guys, y'all. Let's get into this video right quick by my man SMM. He in the building right now.
This year, I got serious about my taxes. I met with the TurboTax expert.
Everybody that hears this song, SMM Jeezy is in the building. His brother, I'm about to play a video before we get into this Sean Carter situation. I'm about to play a video by his brother. He's unfortunately incarcerated. We trying to pray him home. But I want everybody that hears this song, listens to what this man is saying. This shit will make you cry. Like, this man has so much talent. See, the people like this, they're not gonna let him in the industry because you ain't gonna fuck full clips. You ain't gonna fuck him no type of ways. You ain't gonna fuck him physically. You ain't gonna fuck him in the streets. You ain't gonna fuck him. You certain niggas you just can't play with. That's why a lot of these record execs, they don't give people opportunities because they know if they play with the wrong one, something bad gonna happen. Shout out to Full Clips, man. This called the First Day Home Freestyle. Remember where y'all heard it first, man. Let's go.
Niggas know the vibes, man. Talk to you niggas, man. Nightmare.
Oh my God.
Nightmare.
That's a trippy.
Couple of my homies find cases. I just pray they here with me the day that I get famous. Cause those my niggas and I love them to death. Play with them, I put some slugs in your chest. Yeah, we really started from the bottom hustling. Wasn't getting no rest. We wasn't waiting on the government check. Once I started getting chicken, fuck bitches, I start loving them less. And fuck them niggas who ain't fuck with us then. Back when we used to share a slice of pizza, cause our pockets was empty. And 6 of us used to chip in on a bottle of Henny. Now I cop some 42 for a bitch named Jenny. I say I'm trying to fuck, you notice she let me. Cause she know I hustle and I'm tough, so she sucking me sloppily. Plus I'm light skinned, but don't never think you can bother me. Bitch, I keep a Glock. Once a show, just know you ain't stopping me. Favorite activity is shootings and robberies. What you know about it? Boy, I watch some snakes with a bird's eye. I can feel them creeping, scheming. Guess it's my third eye. karma trying to catch me. Yeah, they say I'm the worst. I am really in these streets lurking, doing some dirt. Why? Cause if a nigga violated, know the gang is all for the get back. Trying to get fly, get by, that's what we flip past. Keep it cool around my niggas. If you skinny or bro, like it doesn't matter. Bullets rip through his six pack. He ain't talking money, nigga, fuck all the chit chat. I leave a zigzag on his face with a blade like he riff raps. Catch the drop and smoke a hot, like the flame watch his wick crack. Then I whip the coke up till my wrist snap. Let's talk about them days I was down bad, I never forget that. Had to borrow that designer, yeah, my outfit was mismatched. Bitches wouldn't even break me off a piece of a Kit Kat. Now they fuck me and don't want my dick back. I told the little bitch I'm in a rush, she need to get from on top of me. Cause I'm chasing these dollars, trying to cop me some property. Trying to start a monopoly, sounds like an anomaly. Or like karate, chopping bricks up top. Either way I'm working, and either way they hurting. Cause they hate to see a nigga doing good when they believe that I wasn't worth shit. But this a public service announcement. Bitch, suck my dick, I'm back now. What I gotta earn it. Tried to lock me down, but they couldn't break my spirit. They know Cook's the big demon. Feel the heat when you get near him. Baby mama talking shit, won't ever tell it like it is. Truthfully, she just trying to line me to catch another bitch. Being nasty and spiteful and playing games with my kids. They go to social media and tell you I'm a piece of shit. This shit is crazy. And plus these pussy niggas lately downplaying all my moves when it's really cause they hating. Then my time stood tall, made it back, I waited patient. Now it's killing them to think that Darren Peterson could make it. Cause they recognize Darren Peterson's talent isn't basic. And I started from the basement, man, it's hard for them to face it. Was that kid out the group home, always had dirty shoes on and hand-me-down outfits. Man, I can tell you about
shout out to Bad
when you
Vibes,
was 12
y'all.
and went to school with your new backpack. I was in juvenile, fighting for my snacks back. Used to ask my mom for $10, cops and me and Jay. Now I cop 42 for your bae. She gon' need the gang. Money make the wifey go astray. I get that every day. And the homies wildin'. She wanna be around them. 25K views in 1 month. I'm from Haverstraw. Them boys ain't reach 1,000. Ain't no I'm astounded. Fresh off a 6-year bid. I had it litty. In less than 10 months, I'm a legend in my city. Shut out the real ones showing love and them haters watching. My hood on my back. Yeah, I'm representing Rockland. And fuck them sneaky bitches plotting like we gotta stop them. Before he prove it's wrong, just a thought makes him nauseous. Gang told me stay positive and stick to this music shit. I really be robbing and shooting shit that look like ruler sticks. Riding, sliding in the hoopty whip that make medulla split. Even the driver get it top, trying to catch another op.
What he
and
say?
free the homie, he been down for like 15. He 31, he ain't been home since he was 16. At 16, he wasn't trying to write 16. He was spinning blocks with a Glock that holds 16. Now he in the yard spitting bars and this shit mean. Cause he got talent, plus he's smart with some big dreams.
What he's saying, y'all.
And I just left him, man. I wish that he came with me, but we could only pray for his appeal. Got his wit in. I miss him, but I don't miss them days. I call my bitch, she don't answer. Or talk to my mom, she sick and think she got cancer. When I was in the box, starving every single day, I would've cut a nigga's face for a PB&J. This shit real. I just wanna bust a brick ceiling, throw 200 grams to my mans, tell him get bills so he can know how buying what he wants for his
so unselfish,
y'all.
y'all.
His mom's rent, just a thought makes me get chills. This shit real. It could all be so simple. I disregard the law, so wrong. Blow pistols. If you go against my squad, I'll pray that the Lord with you. It's gonna be a sad song as soon as the 4 hits you. Spaghetti sauce, soul in the door, your dog's rental. It's sad cause your dog ain't know he's gonna get you, but if he stand by you, that mean he gon' fall with you. He gon' wish he never stopped at the store to get more switches. Leave him right there. We shoot pistols, we don't fight fair. Cause last time we tried, the other side brought a knife there. So we gon' leave them guys traumatized, it's a nightmare. I promise he gon' die. Eyes wide in his night gears. Or catch him in his yard, leave him dead in his house slippers. Put him on a shirt, now he famous, yeah, we clout giving. Niggas holler when my Nina scream. Yeah, we shout different, slide up in your bitch DMs. Then I'm in, I'm out with it. They say money can't buy you happiness. Well, I disagree, cause I was just broke in the cell and they had shit to eat. When my niggas pitching them packs, yeah, we got kids to feed. Fuck misery, we risking our lives off for the chips and cheese. Nigga front up in the club, here we getting busy.
This dummy brought a knife with him.
Bitch, I got a glizzy with me.
This nigga brought his wife with him.
Boy, I brought some killers with me. They know we the bad guys, but I don't got no villains with me. It's plenty pyrus and blazers up on my side, nigga. Told them first one to reach, first one to die, nigga. Ain't no OGs in my hood no more, it's mine, nigga. But listen, shout out the gang, we on the rise, nigga. Ease.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Rise up. We've got to organize. We've got to mobilize. We've got to work to solve these problems.
That's why it's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me, man? This is what I do, man. I come from the greats, man. I don't know about these new niggas, Six. I come from the greats, you heard me? This is Big Dice the Ruler. We been in the streets, Six, since we was drinking Calvin Coolers. You heard me? You heard me? We been in the streets since niggas was drinking Calvin Coolers, man. If you know, you know, man. Team Guardian, we here for life. We ain't going nowhere. They thought we wasn't gonna do it, but we kept moving like a Buick. Ain't nobody know nothing about no deuce and a quarter. I used to ride around with Lester's daughter. You understand what I'm saying to you? Anybody know who Lester is from St. Mark's? Y'all don't know nothing about the black deuce and a quarter with the burgundy rag. I used to ride around with Lester's daughter. If you know, you know, you dig? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Omni I-95, I see you in the building, man. My man Super said, remember, it's Eclipse today. I think it's happening in a few minutes. They don't know nothing about no Calvin Coolers, y'all. Come on, Six. They don't know nothing about no... They wasn't... Come on, Six. I ain't even gonna get to that shit. I'm gonna let Six come up here and tell y'all his story and fuck your life up. Y'all wanna hear some gangster shit? Y'all never... Yo, I'm telling you. Yo, Jeezy, you heard what he said? He said he fucks with him. That's a gangster talking to you, Lo. That's a gangster talking to you, Jeezy. That's not a regular individual. Alhamdulillah. I'm telling y'all something. And DMW Shots, if anybody want to follow him. I was just telling y'all he in the building. Go to 24 DMW Shots, 24/7. Great photographer. Great photographer. I'm going to give y'all some of his work. I shouldn't be showing this some. I should make y'all go, but he went and did some of these works for me. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He took his time, y'all. He took his time just to go take some pictures for me. That's my foundation. Anybody know me, know who I am, know where I come from. You dig? He took his time. And this picture right here is one of the most monumental pictures because to anybody that's looking at this, y'all will just see 188 Utica Avenue. Man, it's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears on this corner, man. You see how crazy? It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. He took all these pictures, man. It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears on these corners, man. This corner right here, this block right here, this is, man, it ain't nothing but me. I'm going to say that adamantly. Ain't nothing but me when it comes to this. Like this right here, this was me. All this was me. But you know what? Who we were and who we are is totally two different things today. As long as we keep our morale intact. As long as we keep our morale intact, you dig? Shout out to the real ones, man. To the official ones. The official like the referee with a whistle. You dig what I'm saying? Because nowadays, the new real is fake. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. The new real is fake. Real, we don't follow. We walk together as a team. Nowadays, the new real niggas is following fake shit. They following a bunch of sucker shit. They following a bunch of wacky shit like the young Jesus saying, and they ain't standing up for it. They ain't even disassociating themselves away from the wacky shit. See, if niggas, back when we was coming up, niggas was doing fuck shit, we just cut niggas off. It ain't nothing to talk about. It's just like in jail when a Muslim say, yo, a Muslim better not never look you in the eyes again. You cut off. That's the code we had back in the streets. You did some foul or some wacky shit, niggas ain't fuck with you, man. You fucking with niggas' kids, we ain't fucking with you. That's gonna get you killed, allegedly. You fucking with somebody, moms and them, that shit gonna get you killed, allegedly. You dig what I'm saying? You told on a nigga, We was coming up, niggas got found that told on niggas. Some niggas ain't get found. Now I see niggas walking around dealing with niggas talking about, yo, he cool. He didn't tell on me. He told, y'all. I'm not advocating no street shit, but I'm trying to tell people there's so many people that want to choose something and don't want to stand by the law. Shout out to everybody that go to work every day and pay their taxes. That's what you go to work for, to call 911 if you need assistance. I'm talking about them niggas, them gangsters, them niggas that cross that line. Once you cross that line, you're not supposed to be fucking with police unless you're in a motherfucking pair of cuffs or them niggas is turning your body over, pronouncing you dead. You dead? We don't do that shit. These niggas is running around fucking with police and all this other shit and all these police tactics and antics and all this bullshit. This shit is weird. This shit is weird. It even trickled down to YouTube. This shit is crazy, y'all. You dig what I'm saying? This shit is crazy, man. 42 years in the jungle. You see what my man told y'all? I've been outside since I was 10 years old. I told y'all, 41 years outside. You heard my man say 42 years. A lot of niggas came outside in their late 30s, man. A lot of niggas got their first girlfriend when they was 33 years old, like when they was 35. I know niggas that was virgins till their 30s. And you know what? I used to laugh at them niggas. Shit, now I be like, damn, maybe they had a better life. Because when we started fucking young, we started dealing with love and emotions at a young age, and that shit bring the animal out of a nigga where I come from. You even speak to a nigga chick and he don't fuck with you, that shit can get you killed. Because that's a disrespect, that's arrogance. Like, you know you and a nigga got beef, war, misunderstanding, and you trying to holler at his girl, that shit can get you killed, man. Certain shit you just, but you know. Let's get back into this work. Let's get back into this work. I'm on this guy right here. I told y'all I don't trust him. He ain't got no hair on his face. Oh yeah, and do me a favor, y'all. Everybody stay away from them little Diddy boy bites. I heard them shits is being them shits is in all the stores right now. Stay away from them little Diddy boy bites. Seriously. Do not pick up the wrong piece of candy or cake. You think you're looking at Little Debbie. Make sure that shit don't say D-I-D-D-Y. Word up. For real, do not mess with that. That's right, Mimi. Don't make a mistake and get one of them little Diddy boy bites. Don't get them boy bites. Them boy bites is crazy. They look just like Little Debbie's, but they not. But back to this dude right here. We got some questions for Mr. Sean Carter, man. It's something similar about this picture right here. Something very, very similar about this picture. I don't believe in coincidence. I don't believe in coincidence. All these women were children under the age of 21. All these women were children under the age of 21, and he manipulated them because of his power and his wealth. He said out of his mouth, quote unquote, he was interested in Beyonce since she was 16 years old, and he waited till she was 18. He waited till she was 18 years old to make his move. He went somewhere across seas, got Rihanna. She was about 9 years old. Nah, I'm joking. They said she was 15. And then rest in peace to the first lady that you see right there. Her name is Cathy Wright. Cathy Wright, this woman right here. Shout out to this woman right here. May she rest in peace. Her name is Cathy Wright. Cathy Wright. Beautiful woman. May she rest in peace. May she rest in peace. But ironically, she's in this tangle of web. They said Beyonce very jealous and she's very violent. Cutthroat, I see you in the building. They say Beyonce is very jealous and she's very, very violent. You know she from the South. This ain't Texas. Woo! This ain't Texas. Woo! Ain't no fucking with Jay right here. That's what she was saying to them. This ain't Texas. Pay attention to these pictures, though, y'all. What you see right there when y'all see this picture right here? Talk to me, y'all. That's a fact, Six. Now, I don't know what Super talking about, Six. Them the type of women that's our type. I don't know what Super be talking about. Tell them, Six, what we used to. This what we used to, Six. I don't know. This what we used to, Super. I don't know what you know. And that's on my mother's life. She looked like my son mother. Her face is just a little more narrow. I don't know what you talking about, Super. I'm Sharon McLeod's son. I keep trying to tell y'all something. Y'all better recognize this. I come from something too beautiful. No disrespect to nobody. But I ain't never been no fan of Harriet Tubman. You dig what I'm saying? The only thing I respected about Harriet Tubman was her resilience. I respected her resilience when it came to slavery. I ain't never seen Harriet Tubman in no two-piece on no damn Playboy. I ain't never seen them revise no picture of Harriet Tubman in no thong because she wouldn't look right in no thong. Harriet Tubman looked like Frederick Douglass. That's a fact. I don't know what y'all niggas think we used to, but we with that other shit. I'm talking about, yo, the chicks that we was dealing with, if you tried to speak to them, they'd be like, ugh, get away from me. Or they pull their phone, I'm about to call my man. This nigga crazy. Yo, this dirty ass nigga over here trying to talk to me, boo. This dirty ass nigga, tell him what the fuck I'm talking about, Six. Tell him what I'm talking about, dog. A big game hunter, this the Bumbleclad. I'm on him no walk around with the 37th place trophy. Nigga, we don't give a fuck about the 37th place in basketball, nigga. I want that big shit. We used to play ball, we used to break the little motherfucking shits. All them goddamn third flake, fuck them shits. We used to snap them shits. I'm lying, y'all. If y'all was playing in tournaments back, we used to snap them shits, dog. I used to want to come home with them shits looking like Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I'd be walking down the block. Niggas like, what the fuck is that, Dice? You know what it is, nigga. First place MPV, first place championship, nigga. Boom, putting that shit on the floor, nigga. Walking around looking like Hacksaw Jim Duggan, nigga. Niggas wasn't walking around with no little ass trophies. Niggas used to throw them shits against the wall. Like that shit was that was our first disappointment in the hood, y'all. Am I lying? We came in third place. Third place? The second place trophy looked like a little dwarf. That's cool. At least that looked like a tenor saxophone. But when you got that first place trophy, that shit 5 and 6 feet tall, nigga. That shit, we knew that shit wasn't gold. It was gold plated. We treated that shit like it was platinum. You dig what I'm saying? Gold plated, marble in the middle, basketball players, one doing a finger roll. Sometimes y'all niggas ain't play no basketball, man. What is y'all niggas talking about, man? My man Super said, I knew he was coming. He said, of course, that's how Brooklyn chicks is. You say one word to them, they trying to bite your leg off. That's a fact. See, you got 2 of them. See, that's 2 timeouts. You said something good, son. You got 2 in the stash, Super. Super, you got 2 in the stash, my man. You got 2 in the stash. You got 2 in the stash. He got 2 10 seconds in the stash right there. I'm telling you, them Brooklyn chicks be like, what? That's why I used to be so dangerous. And it was also niggas in Brooklyn that they were so arrogant. I never did this one. But I stood next to niggas that did, and I was like, damn, son, why you do that shit? Niggas trying to holler at chicks. Yo, shorty, come here, let me holler at you in a minute. Chicks looking like this. Rolling their eyes like they fucking Shanae. Niggas start throwing bottles at them. I swear to God, y'all, I can't make this shit up. Shout it out to Brooklyn, y'all. We was so crazy. I'm looking at niggas going, yo, what nigga? Why is you throwing bottles at shorty? Man, fuck that bitch, nigga. We getting money. I'm talking about niggas throwing 40-ounce bottles. Fuck that bitch. Ah! I said, why is he... Yo, my nigga, why you throw a bottle at her? Yo, anybody, y'all ain't got no friends or y'all ain't throw no bottles at chicks back in the days? I'm dead ass serious, y'all. Anybody here ain't gonna tell me that they ain't got a friend back in the days. See, them was all diagnosed signs of mental illness right there. We didn't know that. You got to be crazy to throw a Heineken bottle or a 40-ounce bottle at a woman because she didn't want to accept your screaming across the street. Yo, shorty, come in, let me holler at you. Remember that shit? Ooh, ooh. That's a cold-blooded fact. My man Super said, yo, laugh my fucking ass off. I don't care how she look. Once she say she from Brooklyn, I make a crucifix sign with my fingers. Laugh out loud. Damn, that nigga Super said, yo, they did that shit in Queens too, Dice. They threw batteries. God damn, now I ain't never seen that. That shit is a battery? A damn battery, my nigga. I might have to take back one of them 10 seconds from you, man. Them niggas was throwing batteries. Y'all niggas crazy, for real. Nah, you can keep it. I give you the 2. That's a fact, FTC. But check this out, y'all. Ironically, this woman right here, smash that like button, y'all. Share this live, man. Ironically, this woman right here, I don't know who bred her. I don't know where her vagina was imported from. Hazel Eyes, I see you in the building, girl. Brooklyn always pops up. I don't know who, quote unquote, who her parents were. But this woman had a vagina. I'm not even going to say the word P-U-S-S-Y. This woman, ladies, shout out to the women like this. I'm going to give y'all a round of applause. Because if she told niggas, that thing that she's sitting on was so crazy. She told niggas, if you ain't got like 50 million, like you see how the chicks today, you know, when I just did the show the other day, just because you're a female, you're not women, they asked them how much did you have to be to date them. She said about $250,000, $300,000. This chick right here said, if you don't got $50 million in your account, don't talk to me. I say she said, so all you niggas that was saying that the women that want a nigga with 100,000 and 250,000, they create. This woman said, if you ain't got $50 million in your account, don't hit her IG. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Yo, 6. They said Jay had her living in Manhattan. They said he had her living in one of them penthouses in Manhattan. If you ain't got 50 million. You see what Super just said? That makes the women today seem normal. And they far from normal. Yeah. $50 million? $50 million. She said, I need 50, nigga. Now pay attention to this picture right here. This is how they was looking when she was alive. You see the chemistry between them? He was sitting there like, man, I don't even want to be here. I got this stupid ass goddamn suit on. But after she was mysteriously rushed to the hospital and pronounced dead from a brain aneurysm, this is the chemistry that was between Jay Z and Beyonce. It went from this to this. Tell me how y'all feel about that picture. What type of energy y'all got? Look at Jay Z eyebrows behind the glasses. Look at his structure of his face. Look at the impression, and look at her face. What y'all see there? I see her saying, fuck this nigga. He's a bitch. He done drove her crazy. I see him looking at her like, man, why you acting like that tonight? We sitting on a yacht. We sitting in a good restaurant. Why you acting like you don't want to talk to me tonight, B? What's happening, B? Yo, B, what's going on? Yo, hold up, B. Yo, B, what's going on, B? Like, B, we're sitting out here in a restaurant, B. It's Brooklyn, it's Jay Z. She said, this ain't Texas. Ooh, you ain't getting none. No, you ain't getting no ass tonight. Y'all get the same video? Y'all get the same energy? Y'all get the same energy? Or is it just me, or am I bugging out? She up there like, ooh, you ain't getting no love in the night. Hazel Eyes, tell me now. Mimi, talk to me now. Clarice, talk to me if you're still up in here. What does this look like? How did their energy go from looking wholesome with each other, and then this young lady is pronounced dead, and now this is the energy? Come on, ladies, talk to me and tell me what you see. For the ladies, I want to know, quote unquote, How y'all feel? My man Mount Vernon said he want to know who Cathy White was. Well, you hit the right show, my man. I hope you hit that like button because this right here was Cathy White. This was the beautiful Cathy White, may she rest in peace. This was the mistress of Jay Z for years. That's why they're all in this picture, because they're trying to show a pattern of how Jay Z likes to get, quote unquote, young girls and control their minds with his money and power. There's no coincidence in this shit. That's why all this shit is happening with Puff and all of them now. There's no coincidence in this shit, y'all. This is cold-blooded facts. Why are all these big moguls going after these children? You heard what Russell just said? He's sorry for the things he did. He's sorry for the things he did when he was younger. Now that he's older and mature, fuck all that sorry shit. The sins of our parents fall on us. So the sins of Russell and Kimora are falling on this little girl right now. And now their sins, what they exposed her to, now she's dating a 65-year-old man. He's 44 years older than her. Cutthroat is right. Cutthroat is right. Cutthroat said back in the days, they said Pimp C had an explicit sex tape with Beyonce and himself. The tape disappeared and Pimp C allegedly died over a cocaine overdose. That's what they said. Miss Mimi said, ew, oh my gosh. Like, what's going on, Dice? What's happening? That's that Valley Girl attitude. Dice, what is this? Ooh. But before we go into quote-unquote Mrs. Cathy Wright, her homegirl that was telling people that Jay Z and Beyonce killed her, she did a rap song. I want y'all to listen to it right quick. Come on, this is Big Dice. Smash that like button, man. Y'all know where this work come at from, man. She did a song to Mrs. Jay Z. Y'all don't know who y'all rocking with. This is Sharon McLeod's son, Doodoo Heads. I am the one that bring y'all the work. Check this out. She did a song to Mrs. Jay Z.
You know what? I was gonna respect you, but since you crossed over into my lane, it's time to check you. Your man, he likes model chicks. He likes all naturally flawless model chicks like me.
Uh-oh. You heard what she said. She said, first of all, you done came into my lane, Beyonce. So now I'm going to do a song for you. She said, because your man, he likes models. He likes flawless chicks just like me. Sorry, Miss Carter. Y'all heard it first on Big Dice. Smash that like button. Let's go.
You know what? I was going to respect you. But since you crossed over into my lane, it's time to check you. Your man, he likes model chicks. He likes all naturally flawless model chicks like me. What up, Jay? What up, Wayne? Check his video. I ain't playing. I make songs about my life and style, not knowing it would end up in life and style. Got my name in the news, saying things I ain't do. Side chick never, mistress who? Y'all misinformed, got it misconstrued. Be a lonely chick for a beer number 2.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, and she got a flow. She said, yo, what up, Jay? Yo, what up, Wayne? Let's get into this work, y'all. Y'all know y'all heard it first. Sorry, Miss Carter.
You know what? I was gonna respect you, but since you crossed over into my lane, it's time to check you. Your man, he likes model chicks. He likes all natural.
Oh, nah, hold up. Fuck that. I'm not just gonna let that slide. Yo, Super, you gotta use one of them 10 seconds, or you about to get timed out right now for 10 seconds. Talk to me, nigga. Tell me what you doing. We gonna stop the show just for you. You keep saying this is your shit. I'm doing this for you. So now we stopping the show just for Big Super, y'all. If y'all don't know who Super is, this is my man right here. He's suffering from PTSD. He got the nerve to come over to Sharon McLeod's place. This me. Talk to him, Cutthroat. How many times have they said, yo, I didn't know that Dice. I haven't heard that Dice. Where y'all always say that at, though? Yo, dog, where they always say that? I ain't never hear that. I ain't even know that shit, Dice. Then they get on their little cell phones. They be like, Dice be capping. Nah, Dice ain't capping. I do due diligence when I do this. I don't get up on these shows and scream and holler and then freestyle and just be saying shit to y'all going. If it's interesting to one person, it got to be interesting to two people and so forth. We got Miss Pam in the building. So what we doing, Super? Ain't no laughing. Ain't no laughing. I need to know, is you cashing in one of them? Is you cashing in one of them 10 seconds, or I'm about to 10 seconds you? Because you know you is not supposed to be coming over here talking about, yo, I never heard this before. Those are your typing. That's your typing. That's your avatar. So I don't want you to say nobody cloned your shit. You dig what I'm saying? I'm going to give you a pass. 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 I'm going to give you a pass today, Super. No, I ain't. No, I ain't. You ain't answer fast enough. That's 10 seconds, baby. So you still got 2 in the pass. You got 2 in the stash. We ain't doing that over here. Pardon me, y'all. I had to get into my thing this week. You know, Super always trying to get my pressure up. Miss Pam. This is Miss Pam. Miss Pam. This right here is Sorry, Miss Jackson. Going at Jay Z's wife, Mrs. Carter. So it's Sorry, Miss Carter. Let's go.
You know what? I was gonna respect you, but since you crossed over into my lane, it's time to check you. Your man, he likes model chicks. He likes all naturally flawless model chicks like me. What up, Jay? What up, Wayne? Check his videos. I ain't playing. I make songs about my life and style, not knowing it would end up in life and style. Got my name in the news, saying things I ain't do. Side chick never, mistress who? Y'all misinformed, got it misconstrued. Be a lonely chick for be a number 2. Be damn if I don't, be damn if I do. Fucking to the top, me and Jay never screw. We connected on some hip hop shit. He could be himself with me and he dig that shit. Us two attracted like some magnets, and us crossing paths was no accident. When I stepped out his life, I took a piece of his heart. I know he still closed his eyes and see me in the dark. But he wish I just stayed and played my part. Imagining what could have been with no regard. If I was worshiping him like he was a god. If I'd have been the type of chick desperate to get on. Could have been close friends, but more than friends. Could have been his artist, Rita or them. I'm sorry, Miss Carter.
Smash that like button, y'all.
I am for real. I'm sorry, Miss Carter. I am for real. When the Remy's in the system, ain't no tellin'. Will he thug him, will he fuck him? Lovin' and he leave him. Treat him like he treat him, cause he don't fucking need him. I don't agree with him, but I ain't mad at that. Better them than me. I had a past that ain't falling to his feet. He ain't expect that. Jigga man, I don't care if you rap, you gotta R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They ain't worse if you was broke, would they still roll? If you wasn't a 8-figure nigga by the name of Jigga, would they clown you? Would they even come around you? I ain't holding no punches in my point of view. You acting nonchalant for the audience. I ain't just another shorty, you put the naughty on. You got 99 problems, I ain't trying to be one. You got a good girl, why she messing with a bad guy? Ha, fuck you doing with a rap guy? Down the ride to the very end. He never kiss you, never hold your hand. He's a pimp by blood, not relation. I'm ringing the alarm cause I overstand. Girls can't run the world fighting over men. All my single ladies better keep in mind, when them tables turn, you gon' be the white. I'm sorry, Miss Carter. I am for real. I'm sorry, Miss Carter. I am for real. And I hope you accept my apology, but on some real shit. It's time to tell these young girls some real shit. Tell them how you became a wife. You out here telling them how to surfboard. Come on now, surfboards. Monica Lewinsky. You a married woman. Why don't you tell these girls how to be wise? Because you ain't teach them. Why don't you tell these girls how to act around your husband? Because you ain't teach them. Why don't you talk to these young ladies? They need you. Somebody has to change it. If you won't, I will. Yes, live can. The invasion has begun.
She bodied that shit. Yo, if she bodied that shit, put the fire flamies up, yo. She bodied that shit. She said, why you don't teach these women how to become wives? She said, why you don't teach these women how to act accordingly when they're around your husband? Wow. 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 My man Six said, yo, play that shit again, Dice. He said, play that shit again, man. That shit crazy, brother. He said, play that shit again, beloved. She is crazy. She's not playing, y'all. Nah, she not playing, y'all. Like the Dread them say, rewind.
You know what? I was gonna respect you, but since you crossed over into my lane, it's time to check you. Your man, he likes model chicks. He likes all naturally flawless model chicks like me. What up, Jay? What up, Wayne? Check his videos. I ain't playing. I make songs about my life and style, not knowing it would end up in life and style. Got my name in the news, saying things I ain't do. Side chick never, mistress. Y'all misinformed, got it misconstrued. Be a lonely chick for be a number two. Be damn if I don't, be damn if I do. Fucking to the top, me and Jay never screw. We connected on some hip hop shit. He could be himself with me and he dig that shit. Us two attracted like some magnets, and us crossing paths was no accident. When I stepped out his life, I took a piece of his heart. I know he still close his eyes and see me in the dark. I bet he wish I just stayed and played my part. Imagining what could have been with no regard. If I was worshiping him like he was a god. If I'd have been the type of chick desperate to get on. Could have been close friends, but more than friends. Could have been his.
She said, if I would have played my part, if I'd have been one of them bitches that treated you like you was God, if I was one of them bitches that was desperate. Yo, her wordplay is crazy.
And us crossing paths was no accident. When I stepped out his life, I took a piece of his heart. I know he still close his eyes and see me in the dark. I bet he wish I just stayed and played my part. Imagining what could have been with no regard. If I was worshiping him like he was a god. If I'd have been the type of chick desperate to get on. Could have been close friends, but more than friends. Could have been his artist, Rita or them.
I'm sorry, Miss Carter. I am for real. I'm sorry, Miss Carter. I am for real.
When the Remy's in the system, ain't no telling. Will he thug him, will he fuck him? Loving and he leave him. Treat him like he treat him, cause he don't fucking need him. I don't agree with him, but I ain't mad at that. Better them than me. I had a past that ain't falling to his feet. He ain't expect that. Chicken man, I don't care if you rap, you gotta R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Even worse, if you was broke, would they still roll? If you wasn't a 8-figure nigga by the name of Jigga, would they clown you? Would they even come around?
Yo, did y'all hear what she said? She said, what's worse, if you wasn't an 8-figure nigga, would they fuck with you? Would they come around, or would they just clown you, nigga? If you ain't have no money, Jay, would chicks be fucking with you, you camel-faced nigga?
Worse, if you was broke, would they still roll? If you wasn't a 8-figure nigga by the name of Jigga, would they clown you? Would they even come around you? I ain't holding no punches in my point of view. You acting nonchalant for the audience. I ain't just another shorty, you put the naughty on. You got 99 problems, I ain't trying to be one. You got a good girl, why she messing with a bad guy? Ha, fuck you doing with a rap guy? Down the ride to the very end. He never kiss you, never hold your hand. He's a pimp by blood, not relation. I'm ringing the alarm cause I overstand. Girls can't run the world fighting over men. All my single ladies better keep in mind, when them tables turn, you gon' be the white.
I'm sorry, Miss Carter. I am
But on some real shit, it's time to tell these young girls some real shit. Tell them how you became a wife. You out here telling them how to surfboard. Come on now, surfboards. Monica Lewinsky. You a married woman. Why don't you tell these girls how to be wise? Because you ain't teach them. Why don't you tell these girls how to act around your husband? Because you ain't teach them. Why don't you talk to these young ladies? They need you. Somebody has to change it. If you won't, I will. Yes, Liv can. The invasion has begun.
Her name is Liv. Yes, Liv can. That's her shit right there. Yes, Liv can. Her name is Liv. L-I-V. She fire too, y'all. I ain't gonna front. She fire. Word up. Jay Z, he done. Like I said, look at this picture. That tells you the chemistry. It's over. Jay Z done, y'all. But listen to quote unquote what the lady had to say. The reason why Ms Cathy White, they said, was unfortunately killed. They saying that this is a conspiracy. They saying that Jay Z might not have killed her. They trying to say Beyonce killed her. And Jay Z and Sean Puffy Combs covered it up. This beautiful woman right here. Because I'm going to let you hear what they said. They said that the people in the apartment, in the penthouse building heard screams and tussles before the ambulance got there. Now, this is Beyonce's face when she was alive. This is Beyonce's face cold. You know that look after somebody caught a body, allegedly. That joy is gone in their eyes. Look at her face now. Look at that joy in her face. Now look at her face. Let's get into this work, man. You are now rocking with the best. Cathy White's friends got an analogy why she was killed. Let's go.
So allegedly, Cathy White was pregnant by Jay Z. And this is the same year that Beyonce announced she was pregnant. The streets are saying that was just a distraction.
So a lot of times at this age, you're getting people that were married before, it maybe didn't work out, so they're a little bit gun shy about it. But like I've had that.
Cathy White's life was taken unfairly. She actually died screaming.
You heard what Jaguar Wright said, and you notice everything she's been saying has been coming up. She said Cathy White's life was taken unfairly. She actually died screaming. Pay attention.
She actually died screaming. And the Carters are responsible.
So Claudia Jordan, a friend of Cathy White, a woman once rumored to be Jay-Z's mistress, is finally speaking up on how Jay-Z and Beyonce benefited from her unaliving and might have even orchestrated it. Now, these are serious allegations that have not yet been proven. However, word on the street is that Cathy White was pregnant at the time of her death. And you guessed it, the pregnancy belonged to Jay-Z. Interestingly, Beyonce also announced her pregnancy around the same time. But allegedly, Cathy was getting ready to spill the tea on her and Jay-Z's affair and unborn child. So you can only imagine how embarrassing and scandalous that would have been. Claudia is now jumping to her friend's defense after all these years, saying there was much more to the story than we know. Well, is this all just a big conspiracy theory, or is there really something there that we're missing? Let's break it down. So Jay-Z came under fire again a few days ago after columnist Liz Crokin called him out on Twitter for allegedly having something to do with the unaliving of a woman named Cathy White, his alleged former mistress. But who exactly is this Cathy White? Well, Cathy Coriana White was a model, fitness and beauty expert, journalist, and just generally a socialite. At the time of her death, Cathy also ran her own PR firm, White Label PR. Cathy was usually referred to as Corey by the people closest to her, and those people included some A-list celebrities and other figures in the entertainment industry. So Cathy wasn't exactly a big celeb herself, but she was also up there. Sadly, in early September of 2011, a couple of news outlets and celebrity blogs reported that a woman named Cathy Coriana Corey White had passed away. And here's where it gets interesting. A number of those blogs announcing Cathy's death claimed that she was Jay-Z's alleged mistress. One of the articles announcing Cathy's death back then was shared by Hot 107 and is titled "Jay-Z's alleged mistress dies this at 28. After introducing Cathy, the article then said the LA beauty battled the blogs last year after the Hollywood Street King reported that she was the mistress of Jay Z. The rumors were sparked after she and model Claudia Jordan were allegedly spotted at Las Vegas Tao nightclub, sitting at a table with Jay Z and Puffy. Oh, but it gets even weirder, you guys. The article also added a snippet from another blog that read, her death has stirred up some unwanted attention for Jay Z, with claims of hidden love child in Trinidad and Tobago, and Illuminati theorists claiming her death was a sacrifice for the famous couple. It's so sad. R.I.P. Cathy. Well, Cathy's death did stir up a lot of controversy because she was allegedly Jay's side piece and carrying his child at the time. But wait, where did all this noise about Jay Z and Cathy having an affair come from? Well, Hollywood Street King reported extensively on this issue back in 2010. One of the posts, dated August 31st, 2010, reported that Jay Z had been having an affair with Cathy long before he tied the knot with Beyoncé. Hollywood Street King also reported that they got the tea on this alleged affair from Jason Lee, a friend of Cathy's friend, Claudia Jordan. Notice how Claudia's name keeps popping up? Well, pay attention to that because it will be important later on in this story. Meanwhile, the Jason Lee angle is also important because do y'all remember how Jason basically tried to blackmail Beyoncé last year?
Hold up. Your FTC, is that your way of saying you want 10 seconds? Excuse me, everybody that's enjoying the show. You know, this is something personal right now. You see, once he start doing shit like that, he starts saying, oh shit, Dice. You know you'll get it. You know you'll get the 10 seconds, man. I keep telling you, I don't just be up here freestyling, man. This shit is official journalistic work, man. Hit that like button. Share this live, man. This ain't no freestyling. This ain't no hollering and screaming. This is grown folk business.
It's all starting to makes sense now. Because if Jason knew the details of Jay's alleged affair back then, it makes sense that he has information that can ruin Beyoncé and Jay's family. But that's not all. In another blog post, Hollywood Street King talked about how after they first reported on the affair, Cathy deleted her social media accounts. Then they added that Jay tried to throw off any suspicion about the affair by asking Cathy to bring friends alone when they were going out. And one of these outings was supposedly to the exotic Bellagio casino. Now, having an affair is one thing, and it's not particularly shocking. I mean, this is Jay Z we're talking about. If you know, you know. However, what made this situation extra spicy was the rumors that Cathy was with child when she died. And if y'all remember, Beyoncé announced her pregnancy on stage on August 28, 2011, just 5 days before Cathy died. It was obviously a calculated PR move. Now imagine how
5 days?
Pregnancy on stage on August 28, 2011, just 5 days before Cathy died. It was obviously a calculated PR.
5 days before Cassie died because Jay Z had been trying to convince her to get an abortion because they say allegedly Jay Z been dealing with Shorty, man, for years. For years, paying for that penthouse in Manhattan. Beyonce goes to the world and says she's announcing that she's having, the alleged king of pop and hip hop child. His firstborn. They just told you that there are rumors that are actually alleged to believe that he has children in Tobago, Trinidad, and Barbados. They saying this young lady, Ms Cathy, was a sacrifice because you got to give that blood up because number one, you got to sacrifice something of yours. Number one, if she was carrying his child, his seed inside of her, that's a double sacrifice.
Particularly shocking. I mean, this is Jay Z we're talking about. If you know, you know. However, what made this situation extra spicy was the rumors that Cathy was with child when she died. And if y'all remember, Beyoncé announced
Trinidad Tobacco, my fault.
On August 28, 2011, just 5 days before Cathy died. It was obviously a calculated PR move. Now imagine how catastrophic it would have been if word had gotten out that Jay was also expecting another child from his mistress. And it would have gotten out because according to Liz Crokin, Cathy was ready to spill all the beans for a price. Liz said Cathy initially denied knowing Jay Z at all until she was confronted with photos of her hanging out with Jay and Puffy. According to Liz, Cathy then said she was ready to talk about everything, and they had already scheduled a time for the meeting, only for Liz to call on the scheduled date and find out that Cathy had already passed away. It turned out that Cathy made a serious mistake that cost her her life. Apparently, she picked up the phone and called Jay to tell him she was going public with their affair. Obviously, Jay couldn't allow that to happen. Official reports said Cathy died of a brain aneurysm. However, sources later reported that police were treating Cathy's death as suspicious and that they couldn't determine whether she really died of an aneurysm because an autopsy would have to be done, which typically takes around 2 weeks. Jaguar Wright once talked about how she believed Jay and Beyoncé deleted Cathy when it became obvious that she was a problem.
Cathy White's life was taken unfairly. She actually died screaming. And the Carters are responsible. But one of them is just a little more responsible than the other. Question is, did Sean Carter delete his mistress, his pregnant mistress, because his wife was jealous? Or could it be possible that maybe his wife's temper is just a little worse than most people think? And maybe he just had to clean it up to protect the brand's sake.
But how did they do it? Well, no one can tell you that. That's also why Liz Crokin started dragging Jay for filth a few days ago via a series of tweets where she said Jay needs to be held accountable for Cathy's death. In one tweet, Liz said, "It's only a matter of time before the spirit cooking Jay Z is exposed like Diddy. There's a reason Kanye said Jay's got I would know. He's evil to the core. I pray there will be justice for Cathy White one day. The false idols will
That's something else Kanye West did say when he came on stage that day. He said, Jay, don't send the killers to come kill me. I know you can do it. And then they admitted him in the hospital. They said he was crazy. Jay-Z said, Kanye said that shit on stage. He said, yo, Jay-Z, I know you still mad at me over Beyonce. He said, don't send the killers to come kill me. But everybody laughed that off and said, yo, that was just Kanye West running his mouth because he's insane, allegedly.
Continue to fall. Mark my words. Then she said, as I said in a tweet the other day to Jay-Z, I was the reporter who talked to your alleged mistress right before she died / was I know everything. I know what you did. So go F yourself, Jay Z. There will be justice for Cathy White. In another tweet, Liz shared that infamous footage of Kanye West saying Jay Z has some people, adding, it's all coming out and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Now, Liz Crokin has worked with some reputable magazines and media outlets in the past, and that gives her some credibility. However, she is also known for her conspiracy theories, many of which sound far-fetched and outrageous. So again, none of this is confirmed. However, what really sent up red flags about this whole Cathy White issue is that when you try to look her up, you can barely find any information about her. And that's a wild, because if she was so relevant that she was partying with Jay Z and Diddy, then how come there's nothing on her? Well, the running theory is that after Jay allegedly deleted Cathy, he paid good money to have much of the information about her scrubbed off the internet. Also, allegedly several celebrities knew what really happened to Cathy White, but were either bought or bullied into silence by Jay's team. And one of these people is her friend, Claudia Jordan. Cathy and Claudia used to be pretty tight when Cathy was alive. And as you can see from that picture of them supposedly clubbing with Jay Z and Diddy, they used to run in the same circles. They even used to date the same circle of mega rich Hollywood millionaires, married or single. As Hollywood Tribune reported, Cathy was the friend of known homewrecker Claudia Jordan. They also reported that Cathy bought Claudia a $3,000 Louis Vuitton bag for her birthday in 2010. You would think that with how close they were, Claudia would be at least motivated to ask questions about her friend's strange death. But surprisingly enough, Claudia hardly ever talks about Cathy. Anyone looking from the outside would never have guessed they were friends. I don't know about y'all, but the only thing that could make me do something like that to a friend is if I knew for a fact that I was going to be deleted if I so much as breathed a word about it. Now, was that the case with Claudia? Probably. I don't see why not. But then there's also the fact that Claudia was reportedly jealous of Cathy for pulling all the rich men while running the streets together. As reported by Hollywood Street King, Claudia was also jealous of Cathy's alleged affair with Jay Z. We're told Claudia often runs Corey's name to the ground, telling that her so-called girlfriend has $100,000 worth of bags and $200,000 worth of shoes, yet lives in a messy one-bedroom apartment filled with scattered clothing. Plus, Corey's relations with Jay Z seem to be rubbing Claudia the wrong way and sparking a bit of...
And that's usually how it is. You heard what she said. She said that's usually how it is. It's usually, look how she looks right now, but then somebody else says she lives in a messy one-room bedroom apartment. But when she comes outside, she'll look like Shaka Khan every time.
Cathy's alleged affair with Jay Z. We're told Claudia often runs Corey's name to the ground, telling that her so-called girlfriend has $100,000 worth of bags and $200,000 worth of shoes, yet lives in a messy one-bedroom apartment filled with scattered clothing. Plus, Corey's relations with Jay Z seem to be rubbing Claudia the wrong way and sparking a bit of envy in the disgraced Price is Right model. That's because she's been heard mentioning that she has no idea how Corey pulls wealthier ballers than she does. Ooh, girl, it was an all-around messy situation. However, something must have touched Claudia's heart sometime in the last decade, because she has started talking about Cathy and asking people to pay attention to the mysterious circumstances surrounding her death. This takes us to a blind item shared by Crazy Days and Nights in October 2020. The blind item read, this A-list host/model, allegedly Cathy White, is also an actress. Our host, allegedly Claudia Jordan, has also stayed quiet about the death of her friend, but has been more convinced over the years that the permanent A-list rapper, allegedly Jay Z, had her friend. It just seemed too convenient that he wanted her out of the picture and shortly after he said that, the friend ended up dead. Word on the street now is that Claudia is ready to spill even more tea on what really went down between Cathy and Jay Z. They've even been saying she has receipts because, again, Cathy was her BFF. But in the meantime, do y'all think Jay Z could have had his pregnant mistress deleted to protect his queen bee? Sound off in the comments below and check out this next video.
How y'all feel about that? Does that seem credible? Does it seem like something that could be orchestrated between Jay Z and Beyonce? What y'all think? Like Miss Mimi said, what type of friend is that? She wants to know, how does her homegirl, God bless her soul, keep attracting more wealthier men than she does, and she used to be on The Price is Right. But listen to Beyonce's response.
This video of Beyonce and Jay Z courtside at Wednesday night's NBA Finals is causing quite a stir.
Somebody spoke about the jealousy of them.
This video of Beyonce and Jay Z courtside at Wednesday night's NBA Finals is causing quite a stir. In the clip, a woman is leaning over Beyonce to talk to Jay Z, and fans were quick to point out B's body language, noting she seemed unamused by the interaction, and then she does this little shoulder move. Twitter highlights include, "I would leave the earth if Beyonce looked this ready to smack me. Beyonce is so annoyed by this woman and hope gonna hear about it on the jet. Beyonce, queen of the F out of here nudge. Somebody better tell Becky she better back up off B." This video of Beyonce and Jay Z courtside at Wednesday night's NBA Finals is causing quite a stir. In the clip, a woman is leaning over Beyonce to talk to Jay Z, and fans were quick to point out B's body language, noting she seemed unamused by the interaction, and then she does this little shoulder move. Twitter highlights include, "I would leave the earth if Beyonce looked this ready to smack me. Beyonce is so annoyed by this woman and hope gonna hear about it on the jet. Beyonce, queen of the F out of here nudge. Somebody better tell Becky she better back up off B."
You better call Becky with the good hair.
So who is this mystery woman? She's actually Golden State Warriors owner Joe Lacob's wife, Nicole Curran. She's president of the Warriors Community Foundation and has helped raise nearly $9 million in grants to support educational equity in the Bay Area.
I'm proudest when I visit.
Beyonce ain't give a fuck about none of that shit. Beyonce, she looked like she went from Beyonce Knows to Lala Anthony. Did y'all see that transformation in her face? She went from being the eloquent Beyonce Knows. The minute that hood side jumped out of her, watch the transformation of her face. She turned into Lala Anthony. I can't make this shit up. If you agree, hit the dice cubes.
In the clip, a woman is
See right there? She looked like Beyonce. Why she turning to Lala? Why she turning to Lala Anthony? Pay attention.
Clip, a woman is leaning over Beyonce to talk to Jay Z, and fans were quick to point out B's body language, noting she seemed unamused by the interaction.
They go Lala.
And then she does this little shoulder move. Twitter highlights include, "I would leave the earth if Beyonce looked this ready to smack me. Beyonce is so annoyed by this woman and hope gonna hear about it on the jet. Beyonce, queen of the F out of here nudge. Somebody better tell Becky she better back up off B."
You better call Becky with the good hair.
So who is this mystery woman? She's actually Golden State Warriors owner Joe Lacob's wife, Nicole Curran. She's president of the Warriors Community Foundation and has helped raise nearly $9 million in grants to support educational equity in the Bay Area.
I'm proudest when I visit the schools and programs we support.
In response to the bee moment, Nicole's Instagram was quickly flooded with a swarm of bee emojis, prompting her to disable comments. She then posted a photo helping Beyoncé with something. Getting something out of her hair?
Did you see that, y'all? Pay attention. I told y'all about this before. I just said it yesterday in the show. That woman is evil right there, y'all. That's a dangerous woman right there, man. That's a very dangerous woman right there. Very dangerous woman. Very dangerous woman right there he playing with, man.
In response to the bee moment, Nicole's Instagram was quickly flooded with a swarm of bee emojis, prompting her to disable comments. She then posted a photo helping Beyoncé with something. Getting something out of her hair? It's hard to tell, but she captioned the photo, "We should all help and support each other." Then on Thursday morning, her Instagram was switched to private. Though the Shade Room did capture a response she left in the comments. "Listen, Beehive, I respect Queen Bee. I love her. I talked to her husband twice tonight. All of this has been taken out of context. I'm a happily married woman. Telling me to kill myself? Somehow I don't think she would support this."
Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you.
The Beehive is always ready to bat for Beyoncé, especially after the release of Lemonade in 2016. The album's narrative was about infidelity in marriage. But was it an out-of-context viral moment, or was Beyoncé really not having it? Let us know your thoughts, and be sure to subscribe to All Things ET.
I'm going to do a follow-up on Ms Cathy White, too. I'm going to keep staying on this story. Because now that all these investigations is coming up and all these things is being revealed because of situation going on with P. Diddy, I'm on their back. I'm on their back. I'm going to explore my journalistic side, hood news with my views. You dig what I'm saying? Russell Simmons, I continued off of the show yesterday. He's a fool. He's a pervert. He's a piece of shit. All of the above and more. Death to all pedophiles. Jay Z, there's something wicked about that man. There's no such thing as coincidence. Everybody he's dealing with is children. Seems like he's preying on children. And they always say that they will curse the man sometimes by giving him what he should have paid attention to, and his children, girls. He said, just don't fall into the conspiracy theory rabbit hole like a lot of us tend to do in our community. Facts. But Jay Z, that ain't no conspiracy. The minute that shit came out, quote unquote, with Puff, he disappeared. And ironically, they didn't even do the brunch fest this year, where they was all running around with them peach colored jackets on with no shirts with their nipples out. Fat ass DJ Khaled too. I don't trust it. My opinion. Educational purposes only. Don DeMarco. I appreciate everybody for coming out. Probably be going live later on, so make sure your bell notification is set. A couple of people was telling me, damn, Dice, they not notifying us till you going off, so make sure y'all bell notifications is set. For everybody that came out and held me down, I appreciate you. You could have spent any time you went anywhere else, any channel, any podcast, y'all decided to rock with me. Shout out to the whole team, Guardian Yardie, in the Continental content sector. You know we stand together. Shout out to my man Paul over there. Get over there. That's the funniest group over there, man. You know, positive inspiration motivates people. The unslaved version of them. Shout out to Brian O'Shea. Shout out to China Brim and the old 050. Shout out to Harlem Legend, man. They did a great show yesterday. I think that shit is like 40,000 views, 50,000 views from yesterday. Shout out to China. He doing his thing. Look at the law blessing him because he stood on his dean. He told everybody, Yo, let's chill with the going back and forth with each other. Let's switch the narratives. Let's get a greater view of people coming through. Shout out to Zeke Black, man, the elder, man. That's what they had the elders and the tribes for back in the days, you know, the elders and the tribes. The elders was the wisdoms was at. That's how we learn certain things. That's how we survive certain atrocities they've been through. Shout out to everybody that's trying to do something positive, especially did something more positive today than you did yesterday. Another day alive, another day free. Y'all already know how I'm doing it over here. Salute.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist with it. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?